Huh? May Allah reward you both and place you both in Al-Firdaus, inshaAllah ta'ala, and all of us, inshaAllah ta'ala. Any other questions before we leave? Naam ya ukhti. Sister Ernie, I can't hear you. On? Riba. Go for it. I couldn't hear it. I only heard 3/4 of it. It's not your fault, it's my hearing.
If you buy something from a supplier, the price of the item is this price, and then we hike it up to between the price, and we resell it, the same thing, we didn't change anything, is this riba?
In other words, let me clarify and see if I understood correctly. I go and buy a car for 2,000 ringgit, correct? And I sell it for 4,000 ringgit. Is this allowed? Absolutely. وَحَلَّ اللَّهُ الْبَيْعُ وَحَرَّمَ الرِّبَى. This is tijara now. You are allowed to do that. You have every single right. Otherwise, there will be no such thing as trade. No one can trade. This is the essence of trade. You are allowed to do that. So there's no riba connection here whatsoever. You are doing nothing but being a merchant, dealing with commodity. You buy something and you sell it for a higher price. You can do that. There's no problem there. Is that what you meant? Okay. How much? Sorry? It depends in reality on the actual the merchandise. When you look at apples and oranges, for example, you are not allowed in the market to destroy the market in Islam. For example, the market sells for a kilo of apples, say 6 ringgit. You cannot come now every single day and start selling apples for 1 ringgit. That's not Islamic. It's actually haram. Why is that? Because you're destroying the market. You got to give the closeness or the nearness of that common value of that product. But when it comes to cars and stuff like that, it's another issue altogether. See, everything's got its stance. If I got a car that is worth 15,000 ringgit, I bought it for 5,000 ringgit, but it's worth 15,000 ringgit. I can sell it for 30,000 ringgit if I want, but it's worth only 5,000. I'll give you a beautiful narration. There was a companion of Rasulullah, and he sent his slave, his servant, to buy him a horse. Now, when the servant reached the merchant and said, I want to buy your horse off you. How much do you want for it? The merchant said, I want 300 dirham. How much? 300 dirham. The currency was then dirham or dinar. So the servant agreed and the seller agreed. They agreed on that price. The servant said, come with me and get or receive your money, and drop the merchandise, the horse. When the companion, I think his name was Jarir ibn Abdullah, I can't remember in accuracy. When the companion saw the horse, he looked at it, he said, would you accept it for 400 dirham? Now the deal was being done, listen carefully. What's happened? The deal has been done. He goes, would you accept it for 400 dirham? So I was a bit sort of like estranged, as I just sold it to your servant for 300. You're saying, would you give it to me for 400? Like, it doesn't make sense. It's not logical in reality. He said, yes, I do accept. Then the companion said, would you sell it for 500 dirham? This guy, seller, he was a bit sort of, shocked. What is he talking about? He's a very good buyer, isn't he? I wish there was more of them around. So he said, yes, of course I accept it. Would you accept it for 600? It reached up to, I think, 800 dirham. And the seller obviously said, yes, of course I accept it. He received 2 and a bit more than he wanted for his horse. And he went happy, laughing, joking. So the companion was asked, as to why he did that. He goes, because I know how much that horse deserves and is worth. He does not know. And I wanted to give him the real value of that horse. This is Islam. See the haqq of Islam. See the Muslim's attitude when it comes to commerce, economics, merchandise, commodity, sales, trade. Not playing with the measure and weight, as we mentioned before in our lessons. This companion knew the correct and accurate value of this horse, and the seller did not, so he gave him the value of that horse. Not under, not over. Exactly what he believed it was worth.
I think he said that the hadith of Prophet
Yeah.
he said, "La yu'min hatta yuhibbu li yaqi ma yuhibbu."
That is a narration, the end of it, that none of you believe until he loves for his brother that which he loves for himself. See, the hadith there clarifies that every Muslim is just, is fair. He does not play with the weight, the measure. He knows something is worth more than that. He's allowed to offer, and it's better, because this person could be ignorant and he could lose. Likewise, the other way around, the same scenario. Do you understand this example? So this is Islam. It is beautiful. Imagine every single Muslim did that and lived like that with each other. Wallahi, we'll be like this and so powerful. But no, the brother sells you a car. Sorry, sister, I'll come in a sec. The brother sells you a Volvo, again, saying that it's absolutely mint. You know what mint means? Not the mint that you eat, the na'na'. The Arabic word for mint is na'na'. You know what na'na' is? Now Arabs here? Are we all Muslims? So we have to be Arabs, don't we? Are we Arabic speaking? No. Okay. Na'na' is mint. And mint is not what I'm referring here. The car was absolutely mint. What does mint mean here?
Perfect condition.
Absolutely immaculate. Excellent condition. He says to the buyer, it is beautiful. It is 100%. And he knows that that engine has a failure in it, has a problem in it. And he sells it by deceiving this person. This is happening amongst the Muslim population today. They are cheating and deceiving each other. And the hadith clearly says, "Man ghasha falaysa minna." Whoever cheats us is not from us. Whoever deceives us is not from us. Whoever burgles us is not from us. In other words. And this is what we are witnessing, sadly to say today. Wallahi, if we hold together and put the trust in each other and we're fair and just to each other, no one has the power to ever dent us, to harm us, because of our strength that we hold and the bond that we hold.